Good morning, YouTube. One of the projects for today is to get the new grow beds populated. Now, what we've done is we went and built some bell siphons, real simple little bell siphons, and we went and put some paver bricks in here to take up space to bring the plants up a little bit. And we're going to be filling this up with gravel through a little bit over this line and start putting plants in here. And this is for the cucumbers and the squash, so it has something to climb. We went and did something a little different with this rig. Instead of the 2-inch diameter pipe, I looked at it and I didn't like how it didn't have enough flow. So I went and found some 3-inch pipe and some 3-inch caps, and we went and put an 1.25 inch siphon tube in here instead of the 3/4 inch because we want it to drain faster. So, got a couple little notches here to go over the little notches on the thing on the bottom. Set that on top. Voila, we now have a bell siphon. And real important, we've got this tube. I read on the internet the slits are better than little holes. So we went and cut a bunch of slits in these pieces of pipe. And this is the guard to keep all of the gravel and stuff out of the bell siphon. We've got to make sure that's centered before we start pouring gravel in here. And the next step is to be putting gravel in here. And the first place we'll put it is right here in the middle while I have somebody hold this in place so I don't move it around. We're going to go and pack the gravel around the middle of it so it won't move, and then we can fill the rest of it with gravel. Now we're going to start pouring gravel. I want to put the hydroton around the middle of it first because it's easier to move and it's a consistent size that won't go through the slits.
Yeah, is this your gravel hydroton mix or just gravel?
What I just put in was just gravel.
Okay.
And
why is that?
well, I want to have the hydroton, whatever you want to call it, mixed in with where the plants are. And I figured I'd go and fill up the edges and the corners with gravel.
Well, some of it got close to this. I didn't know.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, now that we've got it smoothed off and most of the gravel is off of the paver brick, we need to go and take a couple of plants and see how far these sit. Pick a tomato plant for right now.
Okay. Oh, simple.
Well, that's a perfect example of what I want.
Okay.
Now, what we've got here is a cherry tomato plant. Notice how we've got these roots. This is the whole reason why I put these bricks in here. We can go and set the plant down and spread the roots out before we go and start pouring gravel in here.
Very carefully.
And that looks like it'll sit just above where I want it to sit. So that's a good spot.
Now, are we doing tomatoes first, or are you doing...
I don't know. What do you want to plant first down here? Keep in mind that we want to keep like stuff in a like bed.
Okay, let me look. We've got whole tray of cucumbers right here.
Those are pickling cucumbers, right?
I think so.
Okay. Don't pull out the whole tray. Just bring the plant one at a time.
I think they're caps.
And we're going to go and put this up close to this so it has something to climb.
It's already got its little tendrils. So.
Yeah, little tendrils are already starting to find something to climb onto. And because this is what it is, we can put these a little closer.
Oops, you're squishing back here.
That's exactly what I don't want to do. I want to lay out those roots so I don't squish them.
Okay, well,
Now, the irrigation hose, I'm going to have to do something with here a little bit.
Alright. Now, do you want them back to back or all together? I've got some more of the same.
Okay, go ahead and put them back to back over here.
Okay, that's what I'm asking, because I could just turn around and do like that.
Yeah.
Carefully. Very carefully. Lots of roots on that one. Let the little tendrils grab through. I don't know about cucumber blossoms, but I know squash blossoms are edible.
Okay.
Put that through. Okay, now how close to the pipe do I want to get?
That's about as close as you want to get.
Okay,
You can
well,
put one over here.
Here, you've got one more left of that same item. Hang on. Let me get the
Spread out the roots.
You've got one more of the same. You want to put it in front or in the back?
There you go.
Right here?
Yep, that'd be fine.
I wouldn't know if that was too close.
Okay, now, the tricky bit is going to come with trying to put gravel between these.
Oh, I don't have any between, but okay. There we go. Now I do.
Okay.
Now, do you want to fill up the other side before we get...
You want to make it go just up to the mesh part, if that makes any sense at all. And we'll pour gravel on top of this stuff because this stuff's porch.
Okay, you want to fill the other end with
Yes.
Tomatoes or squash?
Well, don't we have some other type of pickle?
Well, I don't know about pickling, but I've got
Cucumbers?
quite a few. I've got another like 10, 12 cucumber plants.
Okay, then let's put those in this bed.
I don't know if they'll all fit. That's my question. Here, that's a little one.
Hold on, I need a little bit more gravel.
Just to leave it.
There we go. Come on that side.
Spider and all. I have quite a few more.
Let's make this in on the other side over here.
Hang on, I'm
Oh, you
still
got one
putting
more.
plants on.
Okay.
And yeah, I've still got another couple dozen. A half a dozen, excuse me. At least. Now what am I doing?
Take this and fill up the gap. Fill it up in there.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't get down here on the very end, though. The backside looks okay now.
Yeah, we've got different types of cucumbers, and 3 starberry plants. And we're going to go and finish filling this up with gravel and hopefully move on to the next one. Now we're going to take the sanded clay pellets and fill up the gap until we just cover the mesh on the pot. And then we'll cover all of that with gravel. Okay, I think this bed's pretty much done. Yeah, I gotta do something with that. Okay, bed number 2's done. Now we're going to go and move on to, actually I got my numbering screwed up. That was number 4, this is number 3. The next one we're going to do is number 2.
So you got a fresh bucket.
Okay, you got it centered?
And center as I can tell from up here.
Yeah, I think it needs to come towards me.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's not even.
Yeah, looks like I need a bit more gravel and stuff.
Go fetch. I can't as you know.
Looks pretty centered.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, mostly covered. Okay.
Now we need a couple of buckets we don't have, gravel that we don't have.
Okay. Well, do you have any hydroton left? You want to start centering this other one?
Yeah, we can do that.
I can't get those from here. I'll be back. This is the herb end of the garden, and I want to put the basil and the tomatoes in here.
Okay.
Okay, am I centered?
Looks like it.
Okay, let me get my little buddy out of the way here. Alright. Not quite. Need another little pack bucket. But you'll need a bunch for that other layer of the other stuff, like I said.
Yep.
A couple of more buckets of that at least, maybe 3 by volume, and definitely maybe 5 buckets of the rock per bed, maybe.
Thereabouts. Let's go wash some more gravel. Now we're working on bed number 2. We're going to put bell peppers in here.
Several different colors of bell peppers. These are all the greens arranged now. I'll get the oranges.
Okay. And this is the last bed. This one's going to be for herbs.
And tomatoes.
And tomatoes. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today as we got these grow beds up and operational. Ended up being a lot longer video than I wanted it to be, but it's what happens when you start planting. Once you get going, you got to keep going. We've gone and smoothed everything out. We've put enough gravel in here so that the surface of it still stays dry. We still got a little bit more gravel to put in a couple of little spots, but other than that, these grow beds are ready to go. And all of these have been acclimated to the system in the float table, and they ought to do real well in their new grow beds. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave me a comment, please. Thanks for hanging out. Come back and see us.